Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Thank you again to Crystallized Coyote for the super chat. That really helps out a lot. And you basically, I was on the phone with bank and other stuff, so but I saw the super chat and I wanted to start as soon as we could. We're still under 500 views, but at least we got paid, so I'm good. This stream probably last a while. Maybe this will be the last Lego Batman stream. I don't know, because we have a lot to go over. Well, I mean, a lot of stuff left to collect, I think, or mostly. But it's been a crazy day today. That's about as much as I can say. And I'm thankful for our new landlord because at least she's trying to work with us about getting her paid. Amber and I like to take care of all our bills at the beginning of the month, so it's all taken care of. And the stress for stuff made Linky sick, so Link was sick today. Not allowed to have perfect weather? I mean, weather's weird right now. Actually, it's 70 today. So, I mean, I got my AC running, so. At least excuse me, at least it's supposed to be 70 today. Yeah, it's good enough. And yeah, I was kind of butting heads with the new landlord just a little bit. She was saying that she uses an app for payment, and it's like, you know, for the past, like, 12 years, I've used a website that's very easy to pay people, pay them on time, through the bank, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not one of those people that, how do I put this? When something doesn't work right, I don't continue to work with it until it does work. If it wastes my time, I move on to something else and try to find another solution. So I was trying to do something transactional, and it denied me like 3 or 4 times, and it's like, you know what, that's it. I'm going to find out. We're going to get, you know, online banking to work. And then when online banking didn't work, it was like, okay, then we'll transfer the money to another bank, a bank locally here, so that we can write the landlord a bank check. Now, our rent isn't due until July, because, you know, my folks kind of helped out with May and June because we were busy with other things. So he paid her locally or whatever. So I wanted to start taking up payments as soon as possible because I do everything online. Like, all my bills are taken care of, boom, 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 so I don't worry about them, right? Even though my haters say that I don't pay my bills, which really ticks me off. But I always pay my bills early because I don't want to worry about them. But I do worry when things don't go according to plan. I get very anxious and angry. So that's why I'm a little bit angry. And also, I saw that YouTube was taking their sweet time to get the views needed to start. So it was like, I was already... That's why I was mad, though. I came on the mic and I said, blah, 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 we're going to do this. Or, you know, I'm going to cancel the stream. Because I've been dealing with offline business for the past, like, 2 or 3 hours. So I'm not in a fantastic mood, but like I said, thanks to Crystal there, that super chat helps a lot. So fan funding is like the best thing in the world. It's way better than ad revenue because ad revenue sucks. Because YouTube basically killed ad revenue. Ad revenue is nothing what it used to be. As soon as they brought in all these TikTokers and Viners and stuff like that, they basically ruined the ad revenue. It's nothing like it used to be. Even live streaming ad revenue got nuked. And I could tell you these things because I've been on the platform for a very long time. I know how much CPM is, RPM, all that other stuff. Like, I know all this stuff like it's the back of my hand. I know how much the costs go up. I know when ad sales go up. I usually am able to track everything to know what months I make the most money, what months I don't make the most money. But with YouTube, the past year or two, every freaking month is a roller coaster. There's no ups, there's no downs, there's just constant. One day is really good, another day is terrible. One day is amazing, one day completely sucks. Instead of it being month to month like that, it's almost an everyday thing. So it's incredibly, like, annoying. But you can't count on fan funding all the time. And I don't like fan funding all the time because I want to be able to stand on my own legs, so to speak. But with ad revenue, it makes that impossible. So it's like, it's super annoying. That's why I keep telling people I think YouTube's going to disappear in like 4 or 5 years because they're just going to, one, run out of money. They're not going to pay their creators. They're going to keep finding ways of like making life hard for their creators. One sec, guys.
Looks like a robbery in progress. Proceed with caution. Over.
Me? Caught in traffic? I don't think so.
Oh, thank you, Link. I appreciate that. TikTok needs to be erased from existence? Yeah, it does. Because TikTok ruined YouTube. Ugh. Because YouTube was trying to attract all the TikTok stars, and they basically lowered YouTubers' incomes so that they could pay TikTokers more. But the CPM for shorts is terrible. But if you're getting like millions and millions of views, that income is really good for shorts. But most of us don't get millions of views for our shorts. Couple thousand, couple 100,000, that's about it. And the payout for a YouTuber is always better. It goes like this, usually shorts are crap. Uploads are okay. Live streams are supposed to be amazing revenue. And that's it. Okay.
Guess who has new items? Me.
The invite still doesn't work? I would ask Vic again because unless there's like some problem with me, I got banned from Discord a long time ago. So maybe me giving like the maybe me giving the Discord link doesn't work. I don't know. You would have to ask, like, Vic is our resident guy, our RVB Vic or whatever. Because, I mean, I got the link from him last night. Maybe that link doesn't work. Because I don't have access to Discord, personally. I was on a Ubisoft Discord, and a bunch of activists got me banned on Discord like 4 or 5 years ago. So my account, like, Discord always says it's in review, and I never get back on.
I can't wait.
They called me an istanophobe when I was on a Ubisoft call with a bunch of people. And, you know. Or not Ubisoft, that wasn't Ubisoft. What was the name of that company? Because Ubisoft still likes me. I don't think it was Capcom either. I think it might have been some indie developer. I don't remember. But I was talking with one developer, and I had a bunch of weirdos. You know who they are. Say all kinds of nasty stuff, like, during a Discord thing, when I was talking to some developers. It was supposed to be like a, you know, content creator, like, meetup or whatever. I don't know. And then after that, my Discord I got banned on Discord. I didn't yell at anybody either. Like, I just let them say their piece, and I was like, can we continue talking or whatever? And they were like, these are a lot of allegations, blah, 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 blah. And that was it. I was like, oh, okay, so court of public opinion, I get it. Whatever. But I had that Discord access. That's how I used to talk to Capcom and Sega and all those other people, because most people don't use email anymore. They use Discord or they use What's It app or whatever. So it's for an old timer like me who uses things like Skype and Google and things like that. Staying in contact with a lot of game developers is more challenging for me because they don't do the old ways. They don't do email. They don't do text. Everybody does stupid Discord, and I'm, I have a new IP address now, so maybe, like, I could try making a new Discord, but I personally hate Discord. I think Discord is toxic as all get out. I think there's a bunch of freaks and weirdos on Discord, so I don't really care that I got banned, because I never use it anyway. I've been banned on so many social media things that I don't even know why. I know why on Blue Sky, because, well, most of the people that always used to, like, go after me on Twitter are on Blue Sky. That's how I got my Blue Sky account erased. But, I think social media is bad anyway, so I don't really care for it. But I can try to get you the link again and see if, like, something changes, but... Wait a second, I've already done this one. What the heck? I know I did this one. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I did do this one. You bamf in. Bring her in. Talia. Very nice. Talia, take this. Talia takes this, and then we bamf in. Bamf. Why can't I bamf? She should be able to bamf.
It's not time yet.
Right, she goes in there. Wait a sec. Oh, was I not supposed to bamf? No, I was supposed to bamf. Yeah, bamf out. Bamf. There we go. Got the key. Use it on the door. What? No. Sorry, my computer's acting up. It's like, we want to restart your computer now. It's like, no. That ain't happening. You have shorts running in the background? That helps a lot, thank you. Yeah, running shorts in the background is amazing. Do I think Japan is going to ban Americans from traveling? They're going to ban certain kinds of Americans, yes. Unfortunately, Japan is going to start profiling. Because they realize that not all Americans are bad, but certain Americans tend to, you know, well, be very stereotypical and very easy to judge behaviors and attitudes based on patterns. In Japan, you know, they profile people more than anybody in the world. That's why their crime rate is so low. Another thing that Japan does, if you go to a riot or a protest in Japan, and you do any type of property damage, when the police show up, they shoot you with a hose comprised of a blue or green dye. That means when you try to leave the scene, you are covered in dye that doesn't, like, go away for about 24 hours. That means Whether you try to flee the scene, if you're wearing a mask or not, the dye gets on your skin, and the police track you back to your residence and arrest you. You cannot escape them. That's something we should be doing in the US, obviously. Especially for Antifa people. Because they wear masks and gloves and crap, but the dye goes through clothing and it gets on skin, and it's like, you know, takes a day or two for it to go away, and it's trackable. I mean, I'd say that's a great way to, you know, diminish a lot of crime in our country. Probably expensive though, but I think it's worth it. Yeah. I would love that. Because, I mean, we do something similar. If you rob a bank in the United States, we have a type of exploding dye that happens when you try to steal money. Like, it gets all over your clothes and stuff, and that's how the, you know, police track you and stuff like that. But what Japan has done is they literally put it inside of a hose, like a fire hose, and they just spray everybody that's rioting. And everybody gets covered in that dye. And if you're not rioting, obviously you're not causing a problem, so, you know. But if you're at the scene and you get sprayed with dye, you're probably going to get arrested. I think that's a great way to curb crime, actually. Especially for, you know, the more intense crimes that we have. So, yeah, go Japan. Very creative. I like it. Yep. But yeah, Americans aren't making Japan really happy right now. They just had a big influencer. Some muscular guy was doing, what was he doing? He was doing chin-ups on a famous Japanese shrine. And Japan's really mad. He's a TikToker. It's always TikTokers. Why is it always TikTokers? He's a TikToker. He's got lots of muscles. And he was doing chin-ups to Asian music on a Japanese shrine. Now, if you didn't know this or not, Japanese shrines are very sacred. You're not supposed to climb them or do anything to them because it's like you're desecrating their, you know, their culture or their traditions or things like that. They're also mad. Another influencer went inside of a hotel and was walking around with his shoes on. And when you go inside of houses or hotels, you're supposed to take your shoes off. Because it's basically taking off your shoes in Japan means like a sanctuary. Your home is your sanctuary, so it's sacred. So if you have your shoes on, you're saying there's no difference between the outside world, which is dirty, and their home, which is a sanctuary, which is peace, which is calm, things like that. So, yeah, they're really mad at Americans right now, but a lot of it has to do with TikTokers. Dancers, athletic people, pranksters, all those kind of people. They are going to get a lot of Westerners. Like, you're going to have to take a quiz or something to get in Japan, and they're going to have to check your manners or something. Because they're going to become a lot more strict, probably. Before, they had a lot of, we'll say, unwritten rules in Japan for travel, and now they're going to make them mandatory rules. So, and a lot of businesses are saying no to foreigners. Like, they're just not dealing with foreigners anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I really wonder this too. It's like, where did they... They're such fans of anime, you would think they would understand what the culture of Japan is based on the anime that they watch. Because every anime that you watch shows that the characters are not talking on trains, usually. They're not being loud in public. If it's a school anime, they're talking in their club room. They're walking on the street together. They're in a restaurant. And have you noticed when anime characters get very loud that somebody from the restaurant comes over and tells them they can't be loud? So I don't understand, like, all these Americans, are they really paying attention to the anime that they're watching? Because just about every show has some aspect of what Japanese life is like, outside of all the mystical fantasy mumbo-jumbo, you know? It shows you what their day-to-day life is. They're very quiet. They also don't make eye contact very much, because if you make eye contact with somebody in Japan, they think that they did something wrong to offend you. So if you ever go to Japan, don't make eye contact. That's a Western thing. Looking someone in the eye is not a Japanese thing. That usually means they're in trouble if they did something, or they offended you or you offended them, and you're confronting them. So you do not want to look them in the eye. It'll make things very awkward for you, as well as awkward for them. So just don't do it.
Will we crown a winner tonight?
The best thing that I can tell you is when you travel to another country, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Whatever country you're in, try to fit in. Don't act like an American in some like foreign country. It's a bad idea. You're a guest in their country, behave and act like a guest. How many of you guys actually go to people's houses still? Like, is everything on social media these days, or do you actually go to a friend's house? Because in the 90s and the 80s, we actually went to friends' houses after school, or, you know, summer break or whatever. You would go over to a friend's house, and that's how you would, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? That's how you would learn to behave in other people's houses. Learn to be a guest. Because they're not going to teach you that stuff in school. You learn that from going to friends' houses and, you know, hanging out with other families, sleepovers, things like that, visiting relatives. You haven't visited a friend's house since 2019? Oh my gosh. Wow. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just placing these wherever.
Warning all units. Head to Quadrant South to its suite. Attempted snatch and grab in progress. Over.
Something's not right. Oh, it just has to hit the red arrow, huh?
Plants will enjoy the rain.
I might accidentally do this correct. Maybe. I don't know. Did it not work? Crud. 15, 15, 15,
Could be another late one today.
90?
Leftovers for Kwings.
Is there anything lower than 15? There's a 20. But if I put a 20, it's not going to have enough oomph. Oh, there's a 50. Okay. Oof. Let's put you down. Okay, let's try the 50. Yoink. Ah! Okay, we're gonna take you away. Take me away. No! Then try 20. 20 going once! 20 going twice! 20... Oh, come on! What other ones do we have? 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. This might do the trick. Let's get rid of the 15 and put a 30. There's the train again. You know, I thought the train came on a schedule, but I think the train comes whenever it wants. Oh, come on! It's literally on the line!
Boy, that meeting took forever.
Why? Oh, wait. Is it on the line? I can't tell. Why are you doing this to me? So people don't visit people's houses anymore because you're worried about COVID? Or people stopped going over to people's houses because of COVID? I see. Well, if people don't go to people's houses anymore, you can, if you're going to go to a foreign country, probably best to research what the country's laws and rules are before you go. And then you should be fine. I can tell you things you can't do in Japan, though. Number 1, don't look people in the eye. Number 2, don't be loud. Number 3, do not touch, stand, climb, or do anything offensive on a Japanese shrine, grave, let's see, any type of historical thing in their country. You know, in our country, you can technically climb, you know, Honest Abe, but you might get arrested. You'll definitely get arrested in Japan if you do anything to their shrines. They do not like that stuff. They're not cool with that. So don't do that. What else? Don't be loud during your meals. There's a TikToker who likes to shout and act like a nut. Like, he would not be allowed in Japan. Like, eating is a very quiet, respectable thing in Japan. Like, you don't want to yell, you don't want to do anything. So pretty much everything you do in America, do the opposite in Japan. If you're loud and obnoxious in America, you can't do that in Japan. There's no dancing on trains. There is no dancing or pushing people. No holding hands, no PDA. You might be able to get away with holding hands if you're a married couple, but I wouldn't. If you don't see the Japanese people do it, don't do it. That's the usually rule of thumb. Now, if you go to Germany or Austria, you don't want to ask a lot of questions because people in line don't like that. Also, know what you're ordering ahead of time so that if you're standing in line at a restaurant or like some type of like coffee place in Austria or Germany, like they can get pushy and shovey with you if you take too long. That rule applies in New York as well. Like, don't make sure you know what you want to eat beforehand so you don't hold up the line. That's a, yeah, especially in Germany and New York, that's a big one. But yeah, everything that you see TikTokers do, don't do that. And you should be fine. Like, your Japanese experience will be really well. It's important to learn the language, though. You need to know at least like 30 or 15 phrases in Japanese. Because not everybody in Japan speaks English. And that's true. Sometimes you can talk to like a high schooler that wants to practice their English, but most people don't know English in Japan. Unless they're in the business district. And even then, that's a big if. How am I gonna do this? I don't know what Yikes.
Ooh, that new Gotham.
75, 75, 75, 75.
Hey, Batman! Bad guys around?
What? Too much? Too much for Mr. Incredible. Oh, wait. Get rid of that. Replace it with... I don't know. A 50, maybe? Wait, where'd the 50 go? Where's the 50, man? Where'd it go? Well, that's annoying.
Oh, I forgot to buy bread again.
Wasn't it supposed to go back to where it was?
What am I, invisible?
15. There it is, 50. Okay, so instead of 90, we're going to go 50. This should do it. Come on! Why? Okay, where'd the 90 go? That's the 90, okay. So we'll get rid of the 30. Okay, and pick up the 90. No. Yeah. Will you just cut me a break? Oh, you haven't gone anywhere since out... Well, I mean, the U.S., you have to be very careful. They're even rioting in New Jersey, like, not far from me. I don't even know what they're rioting over this time. I've lost track. All I know is you don't want to go through Newark. You could get pulled into a riot. Now people are stoning horses. It's like, what? So, I don't know. I basically see the riots as just a way for people to cause mayhem and destruction because they just hate their lives or something. A lot of it doesn't make sense anymore. It's just utter chaos. But, I mean, it's just another place you need to avoid now, so don't go to Newark right now. If your GPS takes you through New York, or Newark, RIP, go around it. You're going to have to take a detour because it's not safe. I'm really glad we're done moving now because we actually just went through Newark before they started doing the riots. Like I wouldn't want to get stuck in that moving truck. This is why I said the 2020s suck. It's just like, I don't know, adults acting like immature brats. Except dangerous immature brats. It's very disheartening. Fine, we'll get rid of the 22. No 20. And no... No, I need the 50. Where's the 30? Get rid of the 30. Okay. Still too much. Wait. Nope. Still. See, I have terrible eyesight. I can't tell if that's right on the line or not. Okay, so apparently I'm heavy. Maybe the trick is I need to stand on this. How heavy is she? No. Florida, I mean, basically, the US and the UK were very easy places to visit. I'm saying Japan is completely different. Japan is like the most strict place that you will ever visit. And I still haven't visited it, but at least I have manners. I just don't have the money to go. How I learned how to behave in Japan is I had lots of Japanese colleagues in the game industry. And I spoke with a lot of, what do we call it, translators before I would interview, like, you know, Japanese game developers. So, yeah, got to know people by doing that stuff. All right, so that's a problem, so yeet that. This is a 30. 30 there. This is the 15. Okay, she's stuck.
Summoning a vehicle here will not
She is a stuck. She is a stuck. 15 here. Okay, another 15. Well, why did that work?
Jackpot! Congratulations. You're making some real progress. Even the Riddler couldn't do this well. Keep it up, contestants.
Yeah, but people do realize that ice has been around for like 30 years, right? Like, I mean, I've seen the numbers. Both Obama and W deported more illegals than Orange Man. And it just seems like, I don't even know how to explain this. Let's see, Obama deported about 4 or 5 million people during his presidency using ICE. W did about 4.5 million. Orange Face has done about 1.9 million, and everyone is freaking out and tearing the country apart. To me, it doesn't make any sense. I get that people don't like the guy, but, I mean, where were these people when Obama and W were deporting people, like, in the millions? I don't know, it all feels manufactured to me, personally. I can understand if it was, like, millions and millions of people, but the tally... And you can look it up yourself, like, you do your own research, but you can look up how many people... W, Biden, Clinton, George Sr., Reagan, Obama, all those people. You can see how many people they deported, all this other stuff. It's still higher than Trumper. So, for an old guy like me, it kind of looks like the media is riling people up and causing chaos just because they hate the guy. Because, I mean, I can understand people being angry at like 5 or 6 million people, but it's not. It's less. I don't know. That's why I think a lot of these groups are like, you know, paid demonstrators or something like that. Because it's like paid outrage. And people are falling for it.
Oh, yes, you will.
Because, you know, I would think that the higher number of people being deported from previous presidents would cause people to bat an eye. But it's like the Joker says in The Dark Knight. You know? That was just routine, but the media says, oh my gosh, all these people are... And then people freak out. It's exactly like The Dark Knight. Everyone loses their minds. That's why I don't like the news. Is because the news is all propaganda. But The Dark Knight was right. It's all part of the plan. Just saying. That's why I can't be on anybody's side, because it doesn't, to me, as an old dude, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you're killing horses because how many people have been deported? A little over 1 million? Okay, where were you during Obama? Where were you during W? Seems kind of a double standard to me. It's the same organization. They just wear masks now. And the reason why they do it is because people threaten to kill police officers if they're not wearing masks. But Antifa wears masks because they're worried about their family members. It's a double standard. Just saying. It looks completely manufactured, and it just, I don't know. Nothing is really happening in our country. Nobody's doing anything. They're just protesting stuff. Everybody has to pay more money to do things. They're not protesting that. And nobody's standing outside of a senator's house or a governor or whatever demanding certain things. Not, they're just attacking civilians. Just doesn't make any sense. If you people were smart, not you guys, but just like crazy people in general, you would be protesting the actual people that can do something, which would be the government. You'd be right outside of their houses in their gated communities. Probably get arrested, but at least you might get your voice heard. All people are doing is getting people angry at them for attacking civilians, though. But what do people know? They're all stupid anyway. But I'm never running for office, so don't even ask me. I got enough stress to deal with. No way am I ever doing that. Nope. Even if I became a millionaire, like most politicians during their first year, I still wouldn't do it. Unless I could quit during my first year. If I could become a millionaire by running for office and I get elected and there's a way for me to get out of it with like an honorable discharge the first year, I would do it just for the $1 million. But I probably still wouldn't be myself, though, because they say power corrupts And I believe every politician is corrupt. So, I don't think it's worth your soul. But your soul is important. It's who you are. And if you do something to blacken your soul, well, then you're not a very good person. Oh, I see what. So there's something over there.
Thank you for the lift.
The Fourth Amendment. Yeah, the Fourth Amendment is for legal citizens. It has nothing to do with illegals. Warrant is required for U.S. citizens, not illegals. We learned that in law enforcement. But even then, you don't want a cop to show up with a warrant because they're just going to tear apart your house. Warrant means you're going to jail. If you say, hey, you don't have a warrant, and then a police officer shows up with a warrant, now you're screwed. But yeah, that U.S. citizens get the right of you need a warrant and searchable cause and all that other stuff. But illegals don't have rights because they're not here legally. Unless the law changed without my understanding. But the reason why people come into the country illegally is so they don't have to pay taxes, they don't have to follow the law, blah, 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 blah. Of course, I did take that law enforcement training like 25, almost 30 years ago now. You believe they said I had bad eyesight? What do they know? I would have made a great cop, too. Oh, well. Bad eyesight, yet they still let me drive cars. Double standard. You can't do this, but of course we'll give you a license. You can drive a car. I can't see very well. I'm legally blind. Give this man a license. Oh, I want to argue with you on taxes. Taxes are terrible. They've been bad for 20 years, though. I know because I'm on a program to pay back my taxes, and I'll be done in 2030. But they've been bad since W, I think. What people don't understand is it's the same administration, it's just a different person sitting in the chair. You don't get rid of all the same people that are running, like, the IRS and stuff. They're still there. They just make you think that they change hands when there's a new president. They don't, though. The only thing that changes is the president's cabinet. Everybody else that's in Washington has been there since the 90s. Food for thought. Unless you somehow vote them out and get them fired, they're still there. They just change positions. It's like a deacon at a church. Unless the deacon leaves the church, he's still a part of the church as a deacon. Until he dies. Or she dies. Some churches have female deacons. Not many, though. What the heck is this thing? I've been dealing with the same crummy IRS jerkface for like 15 years. You want to know what he told me? He says, we're not an elected official, so we'll always be here. Of course, I cussed the guy out quite a bit, but he's still there. No matter what stupid administration is there, the IRS never changes. They're still corrupt, they're still evil, and they're still there. Well, I know ICE has killed people, but I mean, ICE is cops. You can't charge at them or point a gun at them or throw a brick at them or try to hit them with the car. They will kill you. Any police officer will. If you try to, you try to hit a cop with a car, they're going to gun you down. I mean, that's just what police do. That's why you don't provoke a police officer. You know what a police officer basically is? Have you ever dealt with a wasp or a hornet's nest and poked it with a stick and then got stung? You might have killed a couple wasps, but you got stung 50 times. If you kill a police officer, you are screwed. Because the police are going to hunt you down like a dog. And they will not stop until you're either in jail or dead. That's why we learned in the 90s, don't kill a cop. If you do, you're screwed. This is a police officer's family talking. Why do you think we call them brothers and sisters in blue? It's a bad idea. Well, that's a perfect analogy. They're like wasps or yellow jackets. It's not a good idea to mess with the nest or the hive or whatever you want to call it. It's stupid. That's my one advice I can give you guys as a, come from a long line of police officers they were in the force since World War II. Is whatever a cop tells you to do, comply. If something goes wrong and you think that you were arrested wrongfully, get the badge number and have your day in court. Do not ever do anything to give an officer probable cause to drop you. Do not raise a weapon. Do not charge them. Do not resist arrest. Do as they say. If they did something wrong, you take them to court. It's that simple. If you, contest something during an arrest, you're probably going to get hurt. Don't do it. Because you can't contest anything in court if you're dead. I'm just saying. This is, I literally, my family's been police officers since, World War II. So, I get a lot of advice from the cop family, the Portuguese side of my family. Portuguese cops. And like I said, I'm the black sheep of the family because I'm an entertainer. And they're all police officers, EMTs, paramedics. I don't think we have any doctors. We have a lot of EMS. We have a couple of EMS people. They work in New York City, Albany, Poughkeepsie, Peekskill. I don't think any of them are in New Jersey. I mean, who would want to go to Jersey? No offense. Although I don't really like New Jersey right now because of the moving company that stole from me is in New Jersey. But I've never really liked New Jersey anyway. It's always been a running gag. It's like a rivalry. Think of it like Red Sox versus Yankees type thing.
I tried going easy on him. I really did. Your skills.
Another Clue Master puzzle done. Hooray. Am I generally enjoying this game? I mean, I'm trying to complete it 100%. I don't know if I will, though. There's a couple Clue Master things that really stump me. But overall, I think the open world is good, yeah. But I am waiting for new games, too. I'm really enjoying that Mina the Hollower thing, but I can't get people to show up for it, so I don't know if I'll get around to it again. I want to because I spent all that time grinding with that Mina game. This game you don't have to grind, you just show up and do the puzzles, more or less. Yeah, I don't know how to do this one. Oops. Probably have to move some type of weighted object on there, would be my guess.
Warning all units. Backup requested in Cauldron North. Looks like a robbery in progress. Proceed with caution. Over.
Yeah, but you gotta be informed, Lorray. Like, I'm telling you, that organization has existed since W. You know how long W was ago? Like, 25 years ago, almost. Wait, was it that long? Almost. That is a federal agency. They're, like, higher than the cops. Like, might even have, like, higher jurisdiction than a state. I'd have to ask my state trooper friend. I think they're not as high as the FBI, but they are a federal agency. They might have a higher jurisdiction than U.S. Marshal, but I don't know. I don't have any marshals in my family. Most of my family are lieutenants, detectives, sergeant, highwaymen, helicopter pilot in NYC. He's a police helicopter pilot. And then I have a great aunt who is a I think she made police commissioner, actually. I don't remember. Then the rest of the family are all EMS, EMT, and paramedics. No doctors, though. Amber would have been the only nurse in our family if she actually got her nursing degree, but she got a medical assistant degree. Most of my family are civil servants, though, whether it's medical or police. And we do have a couple firefighters, too. I forgot about that. Some people my age are firefighters. NYC. Family of civil servants. Except for me. I'm the joke of the family. Hooray! And they remind me every single time. The Monarch Theater is an amusement mile for some reason, I think. Why? You want to see it? Alright, so if I don't even have any boxes to put on this, how in the world am I supposed to do this? I'm not seeing anything heavy I can move on here, unless we can cheat. Can I move a car onto this? If I can move a car onto this, I can cheat. May as well try it. Let's think outside the box, shall we? Oh, come on. The tire is on it. Boo. Boo. The tire is right there. I'm looking at it. The weight of the vehicle is right there. Wait, why is that still green? It's not a pressure system?
Nice driving.
It's not pressurized? Okay. Well, the fact that that's all going to shut off now. Oh, nope, nope, it's still going. Across? Okay. Back? Okay, alright. Let's try this one. And the last one. Is that not good? Okay. See, I don't understand the whole point of that. So it wasn't... You didn't have to move anything on the switches. You just had to step in them in order? I don't even understand how I figured that out. I just stepped on a bunch of switches. Oh, whatever. How will this game get 100%? If I unlock the skins, I guess? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, yeah, I'm going to do the DLC when it comes out in September. But September's a ways away. I still don't know what I'm doing and then, though. I don't know if I agree with that. Like, the only thing stupid they did is they started a war, which they're finished. Like, there's no way that we're going to allow that administration to continue through the vice president. You start a war, you're toast. But the previous administration was crazy. They were the ones pushing for all the woke stuff, which is why they lost. But you have to understand, when you wreck the economy and you start a war, people will hate you. Even people that like you will hate you. Because nobody wants to go to war. It's like the dumbest thing that you can do. So, he's going to be a lame duck. You can look up what that term means, by the way, but he's not going to accomplish anything. It's over. He was an idiot. You don't do that stuff. All you guarantee, and you can look at history too. But I hate the two-party system because they're stupid. They both are. What's going to happen is the other team is going to get the mound, or they're going to take the field in 2 or 3 years. They're going to do something stupid, probably, push a lot of woke stuff again. Then they're going to lose. Then the other team's going to take the field. And if they screw up again, it's just going to keep going back and forth like a game of, I would say ping pong would be normal, or tennis, maybe tennis. I don't know. I think tennis would be a good analogy. But it's always like that, though. I'm just kind of tired of it. My whole life has been that way. Because Americans vote their pocketbook. That's the term. You can look at history. It always happens. The underdog always gets the power, and then they do something to screw it up, and then it starts over again. Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I think a ping pong match is actually pretty accurate, because ping pong has more volleys than tennis does.
Let's go get him, Batman.
Because it's a smaller goal in ping pong, so I think. I played tennis. I didn't play ping pong, so I don't know. Boop. And I'm no analyst, but I can tell you for a fact that Team Blue is going to take the field in 4 years. They're going to screw it up, get everybody hating them again. And then Team Red's going to come back, and it's just going to go back and forth. When you get as old as me, you'll see a pattern. There's patterns in everything. Whether you believe it or not, The older you get, the wiser you get, and you'll see the patterns. It won't change. Because people don't learn from history, they just keep repeating it over and over and over again. We used to learn from history, but now we don't. Alright, next Clue Master thingy is... what is that?
Tonight's entertainment is about to begin.
Thank you for the super chats, though, by the way. That helps the channel out tremendously. Appreciate that. Bless you, sir. Bless you. What is that?
Head to Old Gotham West. Please.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, wait, no. Yes. Yes, yes, yeah, well, but where does that go? Well, that connects to something. Where does it connect to? And by the way, I'm not a wise person. I've just been around so long that I've, like, seen it all. So, I'm a person that judges things based on patterns, predictability. I'm a realist, so... And I can tell you from how long I've been alive, the world continues to go by the same types of patterns over and over and over again. They never learn. They never learn, they never change, they just keep making the same mistakes. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Oops. Ooh, wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. I think this thing turns... Move. I think this thing turns the top. Does it turn the top?
I repeat, this is a kerfuffle. Over.
Oh. Wait. Ah. Ha ha ha. Now we're cooking. Okay. Yes. And then this goes... Oh, come on. Stupid. Oh. Love a... This goes over here. Wonder how much a political analyst makes anyway. Probably be really good at that. Is it like betting on horse races? Has the landlord let me soundproof yet? What do you think? You hear how my voice is bouncing off the walls? The answer is no. Also, I don't have the money to soundproof. I told you it would cost $1,000. I don't have that right now. I'm not doing any crowdfunding for it yet either. I'm going to save up for it. I literally had the paramedics come here when I was choking to death like a week ago. And my landlord still doesn't know because the lady next door hasn't ratted us out. In fact, the lady downstairs hasn't said anything to me other than to move my car once. So apparently she doesn't have a problem with me doing my YouTube job. Because she hasn't, you know, but you have to remember, we try to be really good tenants up here. Like, I turn on the air conditioner so she doesn't hear us late at night. I talk quieter at night. I'm trying to be, you know, what's the word? I don't know if the word is respectful. I don't think so. I'm trying to be not polite. I can't remember. I'm not trying to tick off my neighbor downstairs, so I'm trying to be accommodating, maybe? I don't know. Like, there's a noise policy at 10 o'clock in New York. They have a noise ordinance. So, technically, my neighbor could get me in trouble if she wanted to, but I'm not being very loud. The people who were here before us, the police were here a lot for a lot of DV incidents. There was a lot of slamming doors, breaking things. There's a couple broken windows in this apartment, too. I'm guessing from the previous tenants. So, as long as Amber and I don't do that stuff, which we don't, I don't think we're going to have a problem with our next door neighbor, but I'm trying to be, you know, not rude or anything. I'm trying, you know, I'm going to, when I get the money, I'm going to soundproof this thing as best I can to try to make it so she doesn't hear as much noise downstairs, because, you know, she's a older lady. I want her to be able to get her sleep. Because if older people don't get sleep, they get really cranky. Even though my grandparents are long gone, I remember that when they didn't sleep very much, they got really cranky. So I'm assuming the lady downstairs is probably like 70 or something. I don't know. I'm guessing. Yeah, I agree with that, but I feel like I wouldn't say the world. That's a wrong assumption, because Japan is rejecting the Japan and a bunch of countries are rejecting the we'll say more of the progressive way of life, because it's backfired with Japan going through the immigration problem and the tourist problem. So they're going to be both economically conservative, and they'll be like probably moderate. Or actually, no, I don't even think they'll be moderate when it comes to the law. They're going to be very strict. You're going to see Japan in the next 6 months become one of the most strict countries in the world. Hey, Barfy. Linky got sick today. And our own country is moving away from a lot of progressive stuff, too, because it doesn't work. It used to work, but there are groups in our United States that are crazy, and a lot of people don't like them because they're basically, in the 90s it was keep your head down, don't cause problems, and no one will care. Well, that philosophy is gone now, because there's several groups of people that they don't keep their head down, they make a lot of problems, and everyone is hating them. Pretty much. So I don't know what the new philosophy is anymore, but I know that many, many people in the U.S., just normal people like me, are rejecting a lot of progressive movements, because it basically, it's moved back to that other thing in the 90s we had. If you're not a douchebag, you're okay. Because there's two types of people. There's nice people, and then there's douches. And there's a lot of douches right now that are like causing a lot of problems. So, excuse my language. I don't know where we're gonna go from that. I guess we'll probably take a more like middle ground stance with stuff, like as a society. But I think that that movement went too far, and it really made people angry. So. They're done. And the fact that June is now a regular month, I've walked into a Target and a Walmart already since being in New York, expecting to find, like, you know, June stuff. And they're selling American flags and, like, July stuff as early as May. There is no layout for anything former June related. Same thing with Summer Game Fest and the gaming industry in general. They've all gotten rid of that. Because people are sick of it. They're fatigued from it. People push too much for stuff. They were doing stuff with preschoolers. They're done. There's a whole thing going on with Blue's Clues right now that people are very upset about because they were pushing the Blue's Clues, the show with the dog. They had a whole musical number with very inappropriate stuff, and now they're getting sued by like Focus of the Family and a bunch of other stuff. So I mean, these people, they don't know how to keep their head down and just shut up. So I mean, you know. And Focus of the Family is usually a pretty tame group too, and they're suing Nickelodeon or something. I don't know. So I mean, I guess you're in trouble when Focus on the Family says enough, no more. Whoop. I had a job as a collection agent, and I had to call somebody who worked at Focus on the Family. That was a fun call. I ever tell you guys when I was a collection agent, I hated that job. I made a lady cry so much when I was just trying to collect money. It was the worst job I've ever had. Security job was fun. The collection agent, I quit. I did it for like 1 week and I quit because I hated it. I felt like such a vile, disgusting human. It was like the worst job I've ever done. It was the only job I was allowed to yell at, though. But I just felt horrible. Because, you know, all these people would tell you, like, every Sally sob story about why they couldn't pay their debts and things like that. And, you know, it was crazy. It was the weirdest, most intense job I've ever had, and it was horrible. I think I was 18. It was either 18 or 19 when I worked for a collection agency. It was a temp job, and it was garbage. Hated it. And my boss was super mean, too. My boss was such a jerk. No human empathy whatsoever. None. The dude drove like a Rolls Royce to work or something like that. He was such a tool. Hated that guy. Symbol, globe, paintbrush. In that order? What order, though? 1, 2, 3? Or would it be reverse? Paintbrush, globe. I mean, we can just... Excuse me. Hello, Link. No. Now, will it show me the right one that's lit up? Will the symbol... They all have to be right? Darn. You smell terrible, Link. Chivalry? No, I don't think that... I'm not trying to be chivalrous to my neighbor. I'm only chivalrous to my wife. No. No, that's not the word I'm thinking. It's not accommodating and it's not respectful. You're trying to do something for your neighbors, and it might be common courtesy. I'm trying to be... Wait. No, that doesn't work. Maybe it does. Maybe I am... Because I don't want to bother her, and I don't want her mad, and I don't want her calling the landlord. It'll come to me. Courteous! Yes! I think that's it. Maybe. Maybe? Of course you got Miku stuff. I mean, not a day goes by that you don't get Miku stuff, Uncle Howdy. He's trying to be cool. Courteous? No. Yeah, we're doing the state of play tomorrow. I have to upgrade, jeez. I have to upload Link's, cat cam. Because nobody wants to see Zelda's cat cam tomorrow to be sad. I'll cry. That cliche never gets old. History always repeats itself. Yeah, unless people don't learn from it. Yeah, you didn't do anything bad about asking about soundproofing. You guys, you have to realize the reason why I get in trouble is I just answer people's questions. People ask me questions and I answer people's questions. Sometimes questions are weird. Sometimes questions are... Majority of the questions that I get on this channel is Batman. Sometimes I get some political questions. Not very often, but sometimes. And then people say, oh, I don't like his opinion because he responded to a question. It's like... Yeah, no, Amber filmed a Link cam. Hello, Linky. Linky got sick today. I don't think I've ever seen Link throw up before. He doesn't usually throw up. He must be really stressed. Probably. Is that correct? No! Don't do that. No. No, 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 no. Oh, come on! I don't get it. The paintbrush is first. Wait, is the paintbrush first? They have 4 icons. What's the right icon? Oh! I don't understand. Can only have 3 things. Yeah, we all miss Zelda. Ah! Yes! Yes, Soul Flare! Yes, considerate. I'm trying to be considerate. Yes! Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm trying to be considerate and not wake up my neighbor and tick her off. Yes! That's it. That's the one. Well done, Soul Flare. Well done, well done, well done. Yes. Correcto mon. Well done, well done, well done. That's the word I'm looking for. Well, yeah, no, I have entire, like, Reddits and reset eras about me. People, like, I don't understand why he's saying certain things. It's, like, because people give me super chats or they ask me questions and I respond to it. You know, I'm having a conversation with my audience. It's better than talking to myself. Sometimes I get into long Batman rants, but, I mean, it is what it is. But, yeah, mostly I'm just responding to people's questions. That's how people find out about me. It's like, people say something, I have a difference of opinion. Shock! And then I, you know, say my difference of opinion, obviously. So, I don't know what they want me to do here. I'm getting very upset. The globe in the middle doesn't change, or does it? Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of. Well, I mean, with ADD, you're not going to remember stuff. ADD, you'll have something pop in your head, and if you don't say it right away, it's gone forever. And then you'll be driving in traffic, New York traffic, and then all of a sudden you'll shout, "Consider it!" And then you'll be like, why did I do that? Oh, that's what I was talking about 6 months ago. I feel better now. I remembered. That's why ADD sucks. Is because you'll have a passing thought, or you're in a conversation with somebody. Something happens, like maybe somebody pops a balloon, or drops a quarter, or honks a horn, or drives by with like Eminem music or whatever, and all of a sudden your thought is gone. And then you literally look at the person, you're like, what was I saying? And the person doesn't remember what you were talking about either, and then it's gone. And then 6 months from now, when you're doing something else, you'll have a epiphany, and yeah, that's ADD. I don't want to talk about the movers. I called them today. They said the same. I'm going to end up swearing again. They said the same crap. They said this week. At this point, I've written a letter to the Attorney General in New Jersey and New York. Just changed it up a little bit. I'm going to send that tomorrow. And then I'm calling the Better Business Bureau in New Jersey and reporting the Garfield, New Jersey moving company. Because I'm tired of waiting. Because I was going over the contract and they said that it can take up to 90 days on their contract. But also, Amber and I didn't pay for storage. So they legally cannot hold our stuff for more than 30 days because we did not comply with storage request. So if they're storing our stuff, they don't have a right to store it. They have to deliver it. According to their own contract. Because they get you by paying for storage, and we didn't pay for storage. We did not. So they can't be storing our stuff at a storing facility that we did not pay for. That's called ransoming. Hi, Sweet Pea. Hello. Link was snuggling a little bit ago. Alright, those of you that have done this puzzle, how do you do this? Wait, he threw up again? Yeah, he threw up a little bit today. Linky! No, he's eating crunchies. It doesn't go with him. What is HDA? No, it's ADD. Attention deficit disorder. What was I talking about again? All right. Does anybody know how to do this puzzle? Because I'm at a loss. I don't understand it. It's symbols, and I don't get it. Whoa! Look at him go! He really wants that. Consider it. Yoink. Where are we anyway? We are in the Cauldron, Ace Chemicals. 90%. Oh. What is my view on Joker's view of the world? He sees everything as a bad pun, and he's an anarchist. So, Joker and I would clash with ideology because I am a person who believes in law and order and justice, and Joker believes in chaos and anarchy, which is why he's a mass murdering clown. Oh yeah, I believe all clowns are mass murdering clowns. Yes. I think they have a, like, basically all clowns are kind of like the Court of Owls. They recruit people and they do horrible things, which is why people are so afraid of clowns. Yep. Oh, I know there's a lot of, that's why it was always concerning to me that my grandfather was a clown, because I thought he was part of a clown sect. That would make a lot of sense. Does anybody know how to do this puzzle? I need help. I'm in the cauldron. I don't know how to do this. Atom paintbrush symbol of pie? Atom paintbrush? Well, why did they have the globe there?
This was fine before I just all my stuff got messed up in the bag.
You're fine, honey. Soul Flare! Good job.
And just like that,
Soul Flare is very smart. Thank you, Soul Flare. Alright, that's done. There's a straight A student. That's what Amber said. Everybody give it up for Soul Flare. Hooray!
Here you go. Yeah, I got you see what if you like these kind of meals.
What is that? Down on the ranch country fried steak? Country fried steak is not chicken, right?
Beef.
Okay, yeah, I can have that. As long as it's not chicken.
It says fully cooked breaded country fried beef steak fritters.
Cool.
I bet you'll enjoy that.
I'm game for that. Thank you very much, beautiful. Appreciate it.
You're gonna get the rest of the car. I didn't
Did you park in the front or the back?
park in our spot.
Okay, so it would make sense for you to go down the back then. Okay, Sweet Pea. So you getting used to the fact that they use paper bags here? No? Okay. Yeah, plastic bags, they work better, but yeah. Nah, New York has been paper bags only for as long as I can remember. I think since the 90s.
No time to waste.
Either the 90s or like right after 9/11, I don't remember. But I remember buying groceries when I went to Albany,
Thanks for the lift.
and they did only paper. Didn't even give an option for plastics. In the 90s, it was paper or plastic. Paper or plastic. And everybody would just choose paper, and then they got rid of plastics at one point. They're like, nope, no plastics. It's paper or nothing.
like a thief's trying to take something that
Or you
isn't
can
theirs.
bring your own cloth bag. You have a cloth bag? Bring your cloth bag. What is that? What is this one? Ah. What? I don't understand this puzzle. Whoa. Lacey's department store. Reference. I don't know. How long does that thing stay shut after I hit it? Oh, okay, so it's shut indefinitely. So then what happens when I throw the switch then? That one's shut too. They're all shut now? I don't know.
Pretty sure that means trouble coming through.
I mean, that's a book. Hit the switch. That covers the book. Okay, so the next one I'm looking for is what? Pie? Bless you, Linky. Pie? Question mark? Okay.
So, no plans for me, only possibilities.
Okay, I can't see. What is it? Maybe I have to watch somebody do this one. There's a question mark, but it's already been activated. Weird. Do you have to hit the bullseye in a certain order?
It was left, then a right.
Link!
Was it left?
Sneezy was here a minute ago.
Yeah, it's not looking too good, is it?
I said bless you after he sneezed, and then he went somewhere.
I love.
I mean, cherish your collection because someday it'll be gone. You either lose your collection in a fire, someone will steal it, or you'll end up... I don't want to say the other one. The other one's dark. Your kids will probably divide it up and, yeah. Not appreciate it the way you did. Yeah. Yeah, I already know. Even if I get my stuff back, eventually it's gonna all be gone anyway.
Might as well sell it now.
Every time I see a piano, I stop to check if it opens the secret door.
I don't know how to do this. Too many questions. Too many thingamabobbies. Okay, the bullseye opened for that one. If I hit the wrong bullseye, that's bad. So where's Pie's bullseye? That is not Pie. That is Atomic. That is Question. That is Book. Okay. So then... May I have one too? Thank you. That's so... yeah. What is that? That's not Pi. Where is Pi? Where is Pi R square?
Isn't that the area of a circle?
Yeah, Pi R square. I'm looking for Pi.
Are you gonna eat this now or later?
Well, he did know. Link, you can't have whatever this is. Yeah, but he ate the can. He ate the can and he was happy. It's okay.
Well, he hasn't eaten anything in like 2 days.
No, he had some crunchies. Unless you've been having a midnight snack.
Weather for a hot cup of cocoa.
Because the crunchies have been disappearing. Either we have a raccoon problem, or Linky has been slowly eating the crunchies.
I got a gallon of water.
Okay.
I put it in the fridge, so if you want, you can, you know, if you want, you can pour from that for him, so you don't use all your bottled water or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's smart.
Actually, I should have gotten a second bottle of water thing for me, because I don't want to use all the bottled water either.
Where is Pi?
What are you talking about?
I am looking for the symbol of Pi. I have to hit them in order.
Does it look like an actual pie?
It's a symbol for pi.
The 2 feet with the hat?
Huh? Where the heck is it?
You want me to follow one of them?
Is that pie? That's pie.
Doesn't look like pie to me. It looks like a grapple thing.
Oh. Now we need to do.
You want me to help you?
No, I know how to do it now. Book. It's like a book report. Okay, we need a book. There.
Hi, Jacob. Hi, everyone.
Now we need Riddler thing. Which is there.
Hi, Savon.
Stupid.
My amazing friend. How's everyone doing? Good to see everyone.
Amber's back from her shopping extravaganza.
Oh, I didn't get very much.
I know that. And that's totes fine.
I don't know if Theodore Roosevelt was progressive. He said that Theodore Roosevelt was quoted as saying the best education a man can get is the Bible.
That's true.
That's pretty conservative.
That's true.
That was my grandpa's favorite president. And my grandpa went to the same college as Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt went to Harvard too.
Wow.
That's probably what made him want to go to Harvard was Theodore Roosevelt. Did you know that the teddy bear is named after him?
Yes, I knew that. Whenever I think of Roosevelt, I think of the teddy bear, actually.
Yeah.
He's the easiest president to remember because of the teddy bear. And I like teddy bears, so. Who doesn't like teddy bears?
He's the one who gave us most of our national parks.
Yep.
And we have a winner. Congratulations.
You want a strapping spree, Uncle Howdy, for Miku? Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will file that information in the appropriate folder in my mind.
So, I was going over that date in my mind, 1864, from the Bond game.
Mm-hmm.
The only major battle that happened in 1864 was Battle of the Wilderness during the Civil War. A nasty battle. There's also a big naval battle during the Civil War in 1864. I typed any big battle in 1864 in England, and they said no.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me that that dude would, you know, the guy from that Bond villain wannabe,
Yeah.
Perch or whatever, would do a Civil War thing because the Civil War wasn't really connected at all to England. I don't even think they, unless they aided the South, but I don't think so. I think they kind of stood out of our, like, Civil War.
Time to do our thing. Keep your guard up.
There was a riot in England.
In 1864? Yeah, but that's a riot. They said major battle.
No, it wasn't a battle.
Right. Oh, I forgot to tell people. So guys, did you know that Traveler's Tales was actually working on a Bond game? There was going to be a Lego Bond game that was going to take place, I think they were going to release it in 2009, and it would have had all the Sean Connery Bond films, Roger Moore, George Lazenby, Timothy Dalton, and Pierce Brosnan. And then it might have had Casino Royale, like the Daniel Craig thing. They ran into a problem, and the pitch didn't end up making it. But that's what they were planning on doing. It was going to be voice acted. They were going to use clips from the movie, kind of like what they did with the Lego Lord of the Rings game. And then they ran into a huge problem. Might have been a budget problem or something. And the entire project got scuttled. But recently they resurfaced the trailer pitch that one of my contacts was actually working on that game. So one of my old Traveler's Tales contacts was actually involved with that project. And they've always, like, I believe that project turned into Lego City. Like, some of the assets and things like that became Lego City. But the Bond thing never happened. Which is a shame, because it would have been a lot of fun. They were worried about some of the more mature themes for Bond. Because Bond is very pervy. Haha. So, yeah. The whole project ended up getting canceled. But they still have some concept art, and they have the really, really bare bones trailer that's making its rounds on Twitter. But it would have been a lot of fun. I know, Lego Bond would have been amazing. Yep. I agree. They said it was too mature.
The most important thing that was happening in the 1864 was the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there were some things going on. There was a war in New Zealand.
Yeah, but that's not.
And there was a battle in
Which one?
Denmark. I don't understand why they were like, there was a historic battle.
There was a historic battle in
Was-
1864.
it
It
in
was the
the
Civil
United
War.
States.
Yeah, it was in the U.S.
Yeah, you're right. There were several battles. Battle of the Wilderness.
Urgent help needed in Newtown.
I mean, yeah, that's what happens to all our stuff. You can't take it with you.
Battle of the Wilderness, Battle of Spotsylvania Courthouse in the Civil War, and the Battle of Cold Harbor.
Yep. Don't get me wrong. I think collections are a very good thing, because having a good addiction, it's good for you mentally, it's good for you spiritually, and it's good for your body. A bad addiction, like drinking, cigarettes, and drugs, is going to make you age, going to make you sick, going to give you all kinds of diseases eventually, and it's going to make you miserable in the long run. So if you find something that makes you happy, like collecting Miku or Rosalina stuff, and you do that until you check out, more power to you.
Luke's just depressed because his collection is gone.
All of my collection is gone, but I'm just saying, it's a good thing.
Just because Luke's collection is gone doesn't mean it's going to happen to you guys.
Someday will.
Well, when...
That's what I'm saying.
Luke,
What?
just because something bad happened to you doesn't mean it's going to happen to anyone else.
Really? You say so. But I'm still telling people it's a good thing to collect, because it's good for you. It's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
good
you
hobby.
can't- I mean,
It's a very good hobby to have.
My
that's what
acrobatic
I
skills ought to make
come
short
up
work
with
of
blast
these guys.
toys to do.
Cool.
Just don't get dizzy doing all those backflips.
I like buying things related to one of my favorite superheroes, Spider-Man, says Geeky BJ.
There you go.
Crowd goes
Or we
wild.
don't want to do. It's not that we don't want to do the dinosaur or whatever it is in Marvel Rivals. It's just that we. I mean, it's possible we can do it. I don't know. It's just that we.
Nobody's. It's the dinosaur debuted when we were in the process of moving. There's no way anybody's gonna watch.
I mean, I might just do it randomly, but I'm honestly, it's not so much like I made this huge thing the other day where I said it was because I just don't have the money to pay for the characters. I mean, maybe I could pay for them, but it's honestly, I'm tremendously depressed, and I'm just trying to save money anywhere I can, because I'm just trying to survive here. Like,
Will our contender pass the challenge? Only
like
one
if
way
you
to
guys
find
could be in this house where we are, you would see how depressing it is, because it's like really small.
Yep.
Like, Luke and I are just, like, I'm surprised that Luke hasn't, like, I keep thinking every day that Luke's gonna just, like, go either completely insane,
two citizens
or that he's just gonna, like, I'm just gonna come home and he's just gonna be gone. He's just gonna take his shoes and the little belongings he has, he's gonna have to go leave with his,
I'm gonna run away from home.
yeah, pretty much, because, no.
Okay. Where am I gonna go?
I don't know, you're gonna take your...
It doesn't make any sense. Where would I go?
I don't know. I'm just... So today, on a brighter note, but I am thankful for you guys and gals. Thank you guys for all your help and all of our Ultimate members and people that watch and share. We do need to get on our Omega... We need to get our Omega members happy and our Ultimates, we have to get those. So, you know, we're just gonna work as hard as we can. You know, I have to call my brother today and ask him if he technically became an Omega member for 1 month, so I could ask him. Honestly, Luke's parents sort of, I don't know if they count as an Omega member, but they helped us a lot, so maybe they could be an Omega member this month. I don't know. But we have a lot of... I'm actually surprised that Luke didn't have me working on videos this morning. I thought he was going to have us start Monday morning, 9 a.m., but he didn't have us do that, so I don't know.
I was having breathing problems last night. I needed to sleep.
Okay, well, I hope me just streaming random stuff helps you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got, honestly, like...
How is this supposed to
I honestly miss our terrible electric stove. I really hate gas stoves, like, a lot.
I know.
Like, I'm gonna tell you that I had a problem with a gas stove once when I was younger. Like, I don't know what it was, but maybe it was in your house, Luke. Maybe it was in your family's house. It was in one family member's house, and there was a problem with the gas stove where it was leaking. And I remember this female, like, lady, one of my family members or Luke's, I don't remember who it was, but came in and was like, oh, we could just light the pilot light. And she lit it, and, like, this huge thing of, like, fire, like, came out of the stove. Like, it was just, like, this plume of gas that was, like, on fire.
That sounds like Aunt Vicky.
And that scared that was very scary. And then they, like, looked at me and were like, watch your eyebrows, ha ha ha. And I was just like, okay, I'm never having a gas stove, ever. Like, I grew up with a gas stove. My parents knew how to deal with the gas stove. Like, my dad knew how to light the pilot light. I have a very bad sense of smell, so if the pilot light is off, I won't know it. That's a problem. It's like I'm going in blind. I have such a bad sense of smell. So, of course, when it comes to cooking, I can smell things. I can smell the difference between cinnamon, cloves, everything like that. It's just like when it comes to really subtle things like gas, I can't smell it. I don't know why. Maybe I just think that it's fine. Like, I always kind of bet. Like, maybe growing up in farm country, I always smell bad things. Like, oh, I always smell manure and stuff, so I don't really, it doesn't really bother me. So with like bad smells like gas or whatever, it doesn't, or farmland, I don't really bother me at all. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm very scared of using the stove here. But man, all I want to do is get a frozen pizza for $2, put it in the oven, and make it. You know what? I should just do it, but I'm so afraid that Luke is going to be freaking out, and then every time I cook, I'm going to have the fire department come here.
It's not the fire department, it's the gas company.
But also, I don't know how to relight the pilot light. You see what I'm saying here? Like, I don't actually know how to relight it. So, like, if it goes out, I'm screwed. Like, I'm gonna have to... I don't even have a lighter thing. So, yeah. I don't know. I have to think about Luke, because he'll be here all day with the gas while I'm going out to try to find a match to light the pilot light.
Yep. When you come home, the house it blows up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the dangers of gas.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't like it. Of course, when I was in my culinary classes, we used gas stove. It was fine. In fact, they used the gas. They would leave, like, if they were making stock, like if you make stock, which is like the stuff you use to make soup, like you put like some, like if you're making, you just put like, just to put a couple items in there, vegetables, some bones and stuff like that. And then you put it on low heat and you have it there overnight. They would have it there overnight in a huge... So they would have it on low all night. Like, just leave it on the stove all night.
Who?
In my culinary class, people do that. People do that in real life. Like Martha Stewart and stuff, when they're making homemade stock. Yeah. That's how people do it in their kitchen. They leave it on all night because you're supposed to slowly simmer it for like 24 hours or something. Yeah. Yeah, Luke. It's real. And that was a gas stove. So, I mean, people don't have a problem with it. Like, nobody usually has a problem with it. I'm just freaking out. Mainly because I have, like, Luke will ask me, he'll be like, do you know for a fact that it, you know, there's no problem with it and stuff?
There's more than 3 switches, though.
There's 5.
There's 5. I can't hit 5 switches at the same time.
And I also think your pilot light can go out on your top of your stove, but it can be gone in your bottom of your stove. I don't know. I need to like watch a documentary on how to use a gas stove. Honestly, maybe I'll just do that. So I just got a few frozen dinners and I have sandwich meat. So that's what Luke and I have been eating. But I miss cooking because I like cooking for Luke. The problem is that when I cook, I have the stove on for quite a while because it takes me a while to cook. Honestly though, like, without the stove, without being able to cook, it's way cleaner in here because I usually make a huge mess when I'm cleaning. When I'm cooking.
When you're cooking, yep, you do.
Maybe it's good that we just not...
Okay, I'm looking this up. This is Newtown Clue Master. Clue Master, yep. It's on my Instagram? No, it's not.
Maybe somebody sent it to you on your Instagram.
No.
Do you want me to get your ice cream stick?
Oh, I'm okay.
Well, don't I need to throw it out for you so little Link doesn't get it?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
They're just showing me all the Clue Master locations, but they're not doing it the way that I want.
Okay. You want me to try to figure it out?
I did that one. I did that one. I did that one. I did that one. Did that one. Did that one.
I can edit one of your vlog, one of the cat vlogs if you want.
Okay, this is where I am.
Oh, Luke, by the way, the bank wasn't open.
Oh.
It closes at 4.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Why don't you get a...
I am gonna get one, Luke.
Okay. I know. That's why you wanna... Alright, so Batman is here.
I feel like if I go to a stream late, you just ignore me.
I'm not ignoring you, I'm doing a puzzle. Okay, so Batman goes all the way down. That's what we did.
I did it. And we need to do Link's box too.
He moved it so it's green. We did that. Then he goes back up.
What are the... You want me to be on Minnie the Vina?
Yeah, I do.
You want me to take a nap with you?
I mean, if you want to. Okay, so he did...
I don't think I ate anything today.
Wait, why is it showing water coming out of his? It's not showing water come out of mine. There's no water. Why does he have water and I don't? What? Yes, darling.
I got you 2 fish dinners, and I got 2 lean cuisine microwave pizzas,
Uh-huh.
and I got this for myself. Weenie, creamy spinach and tomato linguine.
It didn't animate the water for mine, though. What the heck? Is that a glitch?
May I borrow your... May I borrow your phone?
May you borrow my phone?
Can I connect it to those cash
Yeah, sure. Okay, see, that's not fair. Like, the dude down there, when he made the water go up, which is exactly what I did, the water is not coming out of the pipe. It's invisible.
Did I get all my stuff from down in the car? I think I did. Sorry, is this yours? Is this mine?
So there's no way for me to see how to do this puzzle because the water's not coming out. That's super annoying. So because it's glitched, I can't do it. Look to the left. What about the left? Okay. Okay, that was really weird. Whatever.
Thank you for putting on a good show.
Huh. Why couldn't I see the water flowing before, though? Ah, whatever. Good enough. Why is it saying I've only done 57% of Newtown? That's crazy. Oh well. Whatever you want to do, hon. I mean, I would... we're gonna put liners under it, though.
There's an Alpine Industries tunnel entrance nearby. If you want to make traveling
Weird.
around the city a bit quicker.
Huh? Wait, is this a weird one that I keep skipping? I don't know if this is a weird one I keep skipping or what. Might
Come
be.
in, anyone on patrol. Assistance needed in Old Gotham North. Looks like a thief's trying to take something that isn't theirs. Over. You have a big challenge ahead of you. Let's see how you do.
I'm not liking the looks of this one. Goes all the way next door, too? Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to use Batman's X-ray vision thing. Ugh. What? Okay, well, this is important. What? Okay, how do I get the hook off? They're all hooked together.
Attention all officers. Old Gotham West is in danger. Looks like a bad guy skirmish is breaking out. They can't do that. Over.
No, there's no drunk driving in this game. Alright, anybody understand this one? If not, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I don't get it. I know I'm supposed to do something with the pressure, but there's no way to unlock the mechanisms. They're all locked.
Come in, anyone on patrol. Assistance needed in Old Gotham North. Suspects being really mean to someone in progress. Over.
Link? Yeah, we'll come back to this. Try this one. Oh, wait, no, that's a puzzle room. I don't want to do that. Try this one. What am I excited about the new Spider-Man movie? I've only seen one trailer, and I only want to see one trailer.
When you get a chance, drop by. New stuff just in.
Clearly unorganized. I can drive, you know.
Attention all officers. All Gotham West is in danger. Officers needing urgent backup. Over. Good timing. There's an abandoned light tunnel just by here. Crack it open, and you'll have another point to travel to.
Wait, did I forget anything?
Oh, no. Is this the... No, I don't know how to do this one either.
Will our contender pass the challenge? Only one way to find out.
Oh, yes, I do. So this one is find the symbols, do them in order. That's easy. Find the symbols, do them in order. Oh, crap. I forgot what the symbols are. Whoops. Excuse me, Batgirl. Okay, the symbols are atom, paintbrush, globe. So we need to find an atom. I can't read that. What is that? That is a globe. Atom is first. Need to find the atom first. That is a paintbrush. Need to find the atom first. Whoops. That is a leaf, not an atom. Phooey. What's this? Wait. What is this? That is a pi symbol. Not what we want. Please be the atom. That is a atom. Atom is number 1. Boom. Now we need a paintbrush. And then a globe. Okay. Progress. This is a globe. We need a paintbrush. This is a paintbrush. Paintbrush. And then we get the globe. Right there. Boom. Done. Yep.
Let's take a moment to give a shout out to the Riddler. Without his inspiration, none
Hello, Link.
of this would have been possible.
Ow. Yep, there it is. The radar tower. That's what we needed from Batgirl. Batgirl. Hello, Furball. How you doing? Oof. Oof. Oh, it's magic, you know. The Arkham games must live on, I suppose. They don't live on through Lego, though. It's just a tribute. There's a lot of things that I can do in the Arkham games I can't do in this Lego game. For one thing, the back grapple in this game is terrible compared to Arkham. You can't really do any gadget integration and fights. What are you doing, Link? What do you want, buddy?
Situation in Old Gotham North.
What do you want?
Bad guys treating the town like an after-party hotel room. Over.
Whoops. What are you staring at? You see a spider? What do you see? What are you looking at? Whoa! Really? I mean, LeRae, he is a Clue Master as an ex-game show host.
Good timing.
He lost his job and became a supervillain.
Just by here. Crack it open, and you'll have another point to travel to.
I'm sorry, the only game show hosts that I remember are from a long time ago. Does anybody remember Bill Barker? Or Bob Barker? Bob Barker, I think was his name. Adam Sandler beat him up in Happy Gilmore. Actually, he beat up Adam Sandler in Happy Gilmore. Bob Barker was his name. Famous game show host. It's basically what Clue Master is. Ex-game show host turned criminal.
Tonight's entertainment is about to begin.
Funny, huh?
Calling all units. Assistance required in Newtown. Reports of an attempted break-in. Or somebody lost the keys. Over.
When Cyclops is available in Marvel Rivals, we'll do Marvel Rivals. I missed out on doing the Batman skin. I bought it, but I missed... There's a timetable, Cosmic. When you're shadow banned, you have to do stuff the day it comes out or no one's going to watch. I'm even a couple days late with Mina the Hollower, which is why I can't get people to come in and watch the video. So probably Mina the Hollower is going to end up becoming a Mystery Select series because I can't get people in. Can't get people in, you know, can't do the stream. And Mina the Hollower is only a couple days old, but it's struggling really bad. This game is doing similar numbers to like Lego Batman 3. Not great, but not terrible. Plus it got super chats and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to finish up a couple puzzles and then move on to the next stream. Would I make an Arkham channel where I just played Arkham over and over again? No. Why? I already have viral videos of Arkham, like, on both my channels. I don't need to make a channel dedicated to solely that. That's what the 01 channel is. The 01 channel is an Arkham channel. The only thing people still watch on that channel is Arkham. It's true. Hello there. Well, that's fun. Now we're talking about game show hosts. I have a game show stuck in my head. Da 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 da. Never really liked game shows though. My grandpa used to watch a lot of game shows. That's why I heard it growing up. I never got into it really. Just wasn't my thing. Whoops. You found the answer to the one with the pipes that I was confused about? Top of the class, Soul Flare. Top of the class. Good job.
Attention all officers. It's all going down in Newtown.
I might tackle that one again. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Yoink. If you want, you can write it in the comments. Because I got to get the Mina the Hollower stream started. Or nobody's going to show up for it. Plus, I need to get some dinner in me. Ow. Hey-yo. 2, 3, bye-bye. Oh, because of this punk. Eat technology. And this guy's getting on my nerves. He'll be fine. He'll just pull himself together again.
This is dispatch. Activity in Newtown. Suspects being really mean to someone in progress. Over.
Yeah, because we already got 1,000 views. We got super chats. I'm not a greedy person. So I'm ready to go to the next stream. That's how we do things. Stream gets 1,000 views, I get paid, I move on to the next one. And so the circle of life continues. Because what's our mantra on this channel? Every stream has to earn a living. That's pretty much it. My bar is lower, but I know what I gotta do to survive. But the fan funding is very nice, because it does make life easier. Bonsai! Boink. Oh, that's easy. Let's hope we get what? Oh, people for Mina the Hollower? If we don't, it's gonna end up becoming a mystery select, so we're turning it into a Lego stream. Because, yeah. We did pretty good, though. We did very good. Any other radar antennas for Batgirl here? 90, 80, 89, 90, 94, 92, 83, 63, 87. Nope, no more radar towers. Okay. Okie doke. Am I doing the state of play tomorrow? Yep. Indeed I am. Yes, we are. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys on Mina the Hollower. I hope you guys will support that. Really, really like the game. Would like to do something different today. And progress the story and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to give you the code. Or, not the code. Blah. I'm gonna give you the thingy, the link to where you need to go, and the more people we have there, the faster the start time. The less people we have, the longer the start time. It's like the DMV. You get there early, things go by faster. But if people don't show up until the last minute, it's gonna be a while. But I'm gonna have some dinner, so. Thanks so much for watching, people. Thank you very much for the super chats. There was like 6 of you or 7 of you guys who did super chats. Variation, regular super chats, political questions, Batman questions, a lot of Batman questions, life questions, things like that. Hope I did my best to answer them for you. You were satisfied with the stuff and you got what you paid for. Okay, see you guys on the Switch 2 game coming up. God bless, happy gaming, see you in a few.